ColourPop is a cruelty. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. It's been a little bit since I've actually filmed and been on camera. I wanted to sit down and play with some makeup today, especially a new release from ColourPop. ColourPop just released a new foundation. It is the Pretty Fresh Hydrating Foundation, and I've seen a couple of reviews floating around on YouTube, and I literally just got this in the mail, and I'm excited to see what it's all about. So I did get the shade 33C. So I shade matched myself online, and I bought this from Ulta Beauty. You can actually get it on Ulta or you can get it on the ColourPop website, and it just launched literally today. I think it was supposed to launch on the ColourPop website, but it's already on the Ulta Beauty website. Let's take a gander at what Ulta Beauty has to say about this foundation. The 33C color is supposed to be a cool undertone, and it looks like it's going to fairly match my skin, and it is a really light skin tone. It just says light 33C on the Ulta Beauty website. The ColourPop Pretty Fresh Foundation is a hydrating foundation that delivers medium buildable coverage with a natural skin finish infused with coconut water and hyaluronic acid for hydrated, luminous skin. The flexible formula provides undetectable medium to full coverage that lasts all day. This vegan foundation is dermatologist tested and oil-free, alcohol-free, and fragrance-free. So this foundation is vegan, which is great, and then it is also a cruelty-free brand. Also going with the ColourPop theme, I got the Pretty Fresh Primer. This is the Hydrating Hyaluronic Primer, and I also have ColourPop's Pretty Fresh Concealer. So we will be using all ColourPop for my face today, and then I'm going to check in with you guys at the end of the day, show you how it looks, if it's creased, and all of that. So first off, we're going to dive into the primer and the foundation, and I'll give you guys a first impression on this foundation, my thoughts, and then obviously at the end of the day we will check in again. Here is the bottle for the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Primer. Comes in a pump, so I'm going to put it on my foundation plate here. Oh, kind of runny. Like, look at that. It's kind of runny. And I have never used this foundation primer ever, so this is going to be a very interesting experience for me. And it's scented. It smells like coconut. So this is a lightweight hydrating primer that refreshes and preps the skin for makeup application. Ideal for all skin types, and it is silicone free. It does have coconut oil in it, so that's where it's getting like that coconutty scent that I'm smelling. So I'm going to pat this into my skin, give it a little bit of a boost. Smells really good, actually. Now it's kind of reminding me of like a sunscreen, not really a sunscreen, but like tropics, coconutty loveliness. It feels more like a moisturizer than a primer. Like very hydrating, very like refreshing, like it has a cooling sensation on my skin. Hyaluronic acid obviously plumps your skin. Coconut oil is really, really good for like smoothing your skin and hydrating your skin. So I'm going to use the rest of this, just kind of focus it more on the under eye and in the problem areas. So if it's going to plump my skin, is it also going to kind of get rid of some of those like large pores? That's what I'm kind of wondering. So far I'm noticing my face just feels like really dewy, fresh, hydrated, and let's take a closer look at my pores real quick. So I usually crease like in this area on my skin, so it's going to be really interesting to see if it kind of like plumped the skin so that I don't crease so much here. It just has to do with when I go like this, especially when it's really, really sunny outside, and it is summer, so that happens a lot right now. So we are going to put the primer aside. It does smell decently good. My face just feels like super tacky, moisturized, like I said, like, and you can see that like little bit of gloss on it. It looks very dewy. Now we're going to see how this stacks up. It is for light cool skin tones, which I have a cool undertone in my skin, so it has like a pink undertone. And I'm just going to take a little bit on my finger first to see exactly how this color matches. Okay, so that's not terrible. So we'll just take the rest of this and apply it real quick. I'm going to obviously put it back on the foundation plate. I do like that it's a pump formula. It means that like you don't contaminate the foundation. It is kind of runny, so it's not like a super thick formula. So we're gonna streak this on, and then I will pat it on the face. So this is supposed to provide a medium coverage, and you can build it up to full coverage. The hyaluronic acid will like plump your skin, and it'll kind of give it like a dewy look as well. At least that's what I'm expecting from this foundation. This is like one layer of the foundation. So far, I am liking the application. I did notice it covered up a lot of the redness around my nose, and it got rid of some of the blemishes that I have that are right there. Now you can still kind of see through the foundation, but I'm really liking like the glowy finish that it has, and it is definitely, to me, this is a medium coverage. Like it covered up the blemishes, it covered up my freckles, but you can still see a little bit coming through. Now let's see if it's buildable. I'm just going to put a little bit of, kind of like a half pump of the foundation on my plate here. So we have like a little bit of the half pump here, and we're just going to try building it like underneath the eyes first, see how this builds, if it gives you a little bit more coverage and it gets rid of, you know, my mom circles. Now I do have some like, I don't know if they're age spots or if they're actually freckles. We're just going to call them freckles, like really large freckles. And we're just going to see how it covers there, blending as much as possible under the eye, covering up the nose. So it did do a fairly decent job of actually covering up the freckles a little bit more. So it did build up just a little bit. It isn't exactly full coverage. Let's try the blemish down here. So it did cover up the blemish really, really well. One thing that I'm really noticing is that it covered up my nose really well, which usually I have a problem with foundations not adhering to my nose. Like it gets kind of like patchy, it looks dry, it starts breaking up on my nose, and it's because I have some oversized pores there. So far it's doing a good job of covering up some of my problem areas. We'll see how it like wears down throughout the day though. I'm kind of curious. But I do like the glowy complexion it's giving me. It looks really natural, skin-like, super glowy, and we haven't put anything else on my skin yet. So I'm going to see how this builds with some concealer on it, see if we have any problems with that, and then we will check in after my entire makeup face is done, and I will show you guys what it looks like with like the full enchilada. So I do have the ColourPop Pretty Fresh. This is the hyaluronic acid concealer, and this is in the color Fair 10N, and we're going to see how this builds up on top of the foundation. Again, we're going to put this in some of the problem areas, see how it builds up on top of that foundation. We're going to brighten and conceal. Don't I look gorgeous? Here it is with the concealer on. So right now I'm not seeing any creasing even with the concealer. So maybe the foundation and the combination of the primer are all doing their hyaluronic job. I'm also not seeing any kind of like patchiness on my nose, which is fantastic because I always, like I said, I always have that problem. I'm going to set all of these cream products really quick. We're using the Glow Mist from Pixie by Petra. I love this one because it's a setting spray and it's also a glowy, dewy mist, so it adds like an extra dew to your face. So I'm going to pop off camera, do the rest of my face, pop back on, show you guys what it looks like, and I will check in with you. So we are done with putting on my face, and this is what the finished product looks like with the ColourPop foundation. And I do have to say, I really like the result of the foundation. I think it looks absolutely, oh, so pretty. And go check out the video that features like the rest of this makeup face. It's new products that I've just received either through a BoxyCharm or I ordered through Ulta Beauty, and they're new collabs, new releases. So go check those out. And I'm actually thoroughly impressed with how this turned out so far, like the actual foundation and the way it layers well with, you know, powder product. Right now I'm not seeing like a huge breakup of product on my nose, so it is like standing up to the test of time. I have sprayed my face a couple of times with setting spray in hopes that it'll kind of make my makeup last a little bit longer. So I will give you guys an update on the foundation at the end of the day. Right now it's actually 11:53, so I mean, I usually check in with you guys later on in the night, you know, 10 to 12 hours later, and I will give you guys like a update on everything that's going on with my face. We'll see how it looks, how it wears, if it breaks down during the day. So I will be back in a while. So it's 10:08 p.m. I am doing my final check-in of the night to kind of show you guys how this looks. So wow, just wow. I have been actually kind of like keeping an eye on my foundation all day, and there's no creasing literally like anywhere. I seriously feel like I just put on my makeup. Like, this is crazy. Like, I don't see any weird wearing, I don't see any creasing, not even on my forehead. And I was in the rain today, I got caught in a downpour, so my face did get wet, and literally it just looks like I put on my foundation like 10 minutes ago. So that's crazy. After 10 hours of wearing this foundation, wearing all of this makeup, it still looks dewy, fresh, like I just put it on. It looks really, really good. I'm really pleasantly surprised at how nice it looks. Even like the powder products that are sitting on top of it look really, really good. So yeah, guys, this might be my new favorite foundation. Like, I'm not kidding. So guys, go check out the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Hydrating Foundation from ColourPop. It is $16. You can buy it on Ulta or you can buy it on the ColourPop website, but holy cow, like, it is literally 10 o'clock at night. I have been wearing this for 10 hours and it looks amazing. See, it's 10:10 right now and I've been wearing this for 10 hours. Like, how crazy is that? Wow. Like, wow. I literally can't believe like how well this looks. Anyway guys, I hope you liked this video. Thumbs up it, subscribe to this channel so you guys can see more. I hope you liked this video and the wear test results. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! So this specific foundation is vegan and ColourPop is a cruelty. And then just going with the whole ColourPop Pretty Fresh theme, I also got the Pretty Fresh